to Corona Quiz with Chris. This is the 8th episode, if you can believe it, and quite a special one. It's not really, I'm just trying to get you to stick around. Before we begin, I just want to take a sip from my official Corona Quiz mug. That tastes even better because it's coming out of this official Corona Quiz mug. Available from all good mothers everywhere, but mainly mine. Anyway, so housekeeping. 3 rounds again this time, 5 questions apiece. But the second round has a few different foibles that affect the scoring, so look forward to that. But I know the question on everybody's lips is, well, what are you all playing for? No, wrong one. That is correct, yes. So, let's check it out. Because this week, you could be playing for whatever this prize is. Which one's this? Who knows what this prize could be, but you're playing for it. But be careful, because as ever, my old mate Busty Bin is in the mix. So if you're not careful, you could be walking away with Busty Bin. Anyway, we're going to crack on now with round 1, which is entertainment. Entertainment. And maybe quite an easy one to start, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. From which film is the famous quotation, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn"? From which film is the famous quotation, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn"? What I want you to do is I want you to mark your own. And when we get to the end, I want you to send through your scores to me, either in the chat here, by text, or by going to my Twitter, which is @ChrisMSutcliffe. Question number 2. How many Grammys has the band Queen won? How many Grammys has the band Queen won? So they're a sort of little-known sort of indie outfit, but how many Grammys have they won? Thank you, Phil. Or Steph, or Rory. Question number 3. How is Robert Zimmerman better known? How is Robert Zimmerman better known? Question number 4. Hopefully you're getting these. Question number 4. What is the full name of Gillian Anderson's red-headed FBI agent in the hit TV show The X-Files? So what is the full name of Gillian Anderson's red-headed FBI agent in The X-Files? Okay, so question number 5. Question number 5. Watch this clip, which I've taken from an old BBC anthology where they used to import US crime dramas. So it's royalty-free, so I don't have to pay any royalties on this one. And the question will follow. So watch this.
On the mean old dirty old streets of Los Angeles, the only pastime is crime.
So you found bones, so what? I ain't saying nothing without my lawyer present.
And there's only one good cop still doing his job. The only man who always gets his man. Detective John Denver knows how to break him and book him.
You got nothing on me, you turkeys.
Howdy. We found bones at your home underneath the patio. Why'd you kill him? Was it money?
Alright, I'll talk.
Whether it's murder, bank robberies, we found gold at your home underneath, or the illegal import of amphibians. We found toads at your... Against John Denver, crime's got as much chance as a skeeter in a wire factory. Starring country music sensation John Denver and a sultry co-star from Porky's. That's John Denver in Denver. Tonight at 9 East Central.
So that's John Denver in Denver. But the question I want to know is, the answer I want to know is, how many movies were there in the Porky's franchise? How many movies were there in the Porky's franchise? So as we did last week, we're going to go through all... no, in fact, let's do the answers to that one now. Okay, so I'll give you one more minute just to go over how many movies were there in the Porky's franchise. It's just a figure. It shouldn't take that long. So let's go back and do the answers to that. Question number 1. From which film is the famous quotation, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn"? That is Gone with the Wind. That is Gone with the Wind. Question number 2. How many Grammys has the band Queen won? Big fat 0. So they can't be very good. Just saying. Question number 3. How is Robert Zimmerman better known? Well, that's Bob Dylan. That's the musician Bob Dylan. What is the full name of Gillian Anderson's red-headed FBI agent in The X-Files? Dana Scully. Dana Scully. And question number 5. How many movies in the Porky's franchise? How many movies are there in the Porky's franchise? So top those scores up, and it might be nice if we can keep a running total. So either put it in the thing or send me a text or whatever, it's fine. Moving on now to round 2. And sorry for fans of the music round or Legally Distinct Connecto, because that's not what we're doing this time. In fact, I've introduced a new round, and it's called... Nope, Dana Scully. And it's called CoronaQuiz Mind Maze. Oh-ho-ho-ho. Did I not say there are 4 movies in the Porky's franchise? Sorry about that. There are 4 movies in the Porky's franchise. One was like a reboot that they did to keep the license. There are 4 movies in the Porky's franchise. Mind Maze. Okay, so what I want you to do is, you'll see that there are 3 entrances to the CoronaQuiz Mind Maze. And what I want you to do is navigate your way through this mind maze. The way you're going to do it is you can move 1 square through an open doorway for every question you get right. And if you end on a star, so a square with a star in it, then you'll get double your points for that round. But if you don't get a question right, you cannot move on the next turn. It'll make sense as we go. And so pick an entrance. You've either got A3, D1, or E3. So mentally place yourself on one of those squares. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question and then start moving. If you don't think you're going to get all 5 right, then maybe go for one of the easier stars. Alright, so here we go. Question number 6, the first in the CoronaQuiz Mind Maze. Who wrote The Chronicles of Narnia? Who wrote The Chronicles of Narnia? Now I'm going to give you 2 more seconds for that because we do have to do these answers live. Alright, so who wrote The Chronicles of Narnia? The answer's coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. It was C.S. Lewis. Okay, so move yourself to another square through an open doorway if you got that right. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll this dice to see what happens per square. So you'll notice that there are symbols on the map, right? So green rats, red trees, and blue flowers. If I roll this and it lands on an equivalent number, then I'll tell you what you have to do. So, get ready. So anybody on a square with a green rat? You have to get this question correct, otherwise there are no points for this round. Yeah, it's that kind of mind maze. So the question is, oh, for everyone else, just get it right and continue to move. So the question is, watch this video and then the question will follow.
Captain, we need to head back to shore. No, we must find the Northwest Passage for God and Harry. Captain, the mast is coming down! Ah!
I see. So I'm afraid so. And is this... It is. I did my best by king and country. Yes, and we're all very impressed. In fact, I don't mind telling you that Big Man upstairs was very pleased with your work on Earth. Now, are you ready to enter the kingdom of heaven? Come with me, my child. What is this place? Oh, we get that a lot, actually. Yes, it's a sort of all-purpose heaven. Anyway, I expect you want to get started, so I leave you to it. So the question is, Prince Charles has one sister. I played the wrong video. Prince Charles has one sister. What's her name? What is the name of Prince Charles's sister? So I'll give you 2 more seconds just to get that, and then we'll do the answer. And then you can move on to the next space in the mind maze. The mind maze. Okay, so the answer to that one is Anne. So that's Anne. Okay, I'm going to roll ye dice again, and let's see what happens. Free space, so nobody has any problems there. So if you got it right, you move on to the next square. If you got it wrong, you stay there. So the next question. Oh, pick where you want to go. Pick where you want to go there. Fuck. The next question is, did I just delete all the overlays? Oh my god. Oh no, hang on, there we go. The question is, Anna, kayak, and civic are all examples of words which read the same forward as backwards. What's the term? What's that term for a word that reads the same forwards as backwards? Well, I'll give you 2 more seconds to get that right. So, the answer to that is a palindrome. A palindrome. So if you got that right, pick a square and move on. And I'm gonna roll the dice to see what happens. Anybody who's landed on a blue square or a square with a blue flower in it, please pay attention, because you're faced with a Dracula. And this Dracula wants to know the following question. If you get this wrong, all your points for this round are wiped. And also everyone else answers this question. This is just the next question. So, Getting to Know You is a song from what musical? Getting to Know You is a song from what musical? Maybe pick your next move while this is going on, because I'm going to be giving the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Getting to Know You as a song from The King and I. The King and I. So if you got that wrong and you were menaced by a Dracula beforehand, then I'm afraid you lose all your points for this round. Otherwise, move on or stay where you are. It's very simple. It's a very simple game. It's a free square. Okay, so the final question for this round. The final question for this round. If you're one score away from a golden star, this is your time to go for it. The question is, what is the fourth element on the periodic table? What's the fourth element on the periodic table? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beryllium. It's beryllium. So if you got that right, move on to the final square. Hopefully it's a golden star, because if you've ended up on a golden star, you double your points total for this round. It's a very simple game. It's a very simple game, and I in no way poorly explained it at the start. So, top your scores up. And we're going to be moving on to the third and final round now. And it's sort of the picture round. It's kind of the picture round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a series of pictures and I'm going to ask a question related to it. And what I want you to do is get the answer right. And then we'll, like all rounds, and then we'll do the answers at the end. Okay, so I'm going to show you this quick picture now. Who is that? Question 11. Who is this? A British model / actress of the past. Who is that? Who dat? Question number 12. Take a look at this picture. And the question is, which country were hamsters first discovered in? Which country were hamsters first discovered? All right. Question number 13. No, wrong one. Question number 13. Which US state is that? Which stage name? Which US state is this? So which US state is this? Okay. Question number 14. Watch this clip and the question will follow. Toilet rolls. It is weird, isn't it? Some people do it like that. Other people do it like that. You want to know something? I'm one of them. I think it's really weird that we have this culture war going on now about whether you do it this way or you do it that way, and only one is right. Because the truth is, we're all using the toilet paper for the same thing. We're using it to wipe our ass. We're all doing it. But I think that should be celebrated. It's a beautiful thing. And it's sad. It makes me sad that we've turned it into this big fucking culture war about whether you do it like this or you do it like that. Because the reality is, we're all the same. We're all shitting and pissing. And what about that? Seat up, seat down. Another culture war around the toilet. It's so fucking weird, isn't it? And there is a gender aspect to this one. It's not that hard for men to put the seat down again. Equally, it's not that hard to lift the seat up. So we're all using it for the same thing. Why has it become this huge, great thing? The toilet should be the great leveler. You know, it reminds us that fundamentally we're all the same. And I know what you're thinking. I can see a couple of you mouthing it right now. Chris, you say we're all the same, but there's no way that I could go out with Danny Minogue, for instance. Well, you could, because Danny uses the toilet as well. I check her Twitter, I bet Danny is shitting right now. Shoot your shot, king or queen. And you want to know a secret? I think that's kind of beautiful. What about this one? Baths or showers? Some people hate baths, think they're dirty. Other people think that showers are kind of functional at best. There's no enjoyment in a shower. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a secret. The royal family murdered Princess Diana, right? She was getting too close to the truth. I don't know what that truth was. Are you telling me that a pregnant woman wouldn't wear a seatbelt and that the driver would just happen to have had 2 drinks as they were speeding through Paris, pursued by the... He went off piste. Okay. So a couple of secrets there, but the question is... question number 14. Joseph Gaetti is credited with inventing the modern toilet paper as we know it. Toilet paper as we know it was invented in which year? I'm going to give you 10 years on either side of this. So 10 years on either side. And the final question, take a look at this picture. Take a look at it. The question is, what is the name of the last book in the Bible? What is the name of the last book in the Bible? So, does anybody need any questions repeating from either the first or third round? In the meantime, remember, you're playing for this. What could that be? What is that? But be aware that if you get it wrong or you don't choose to gamble, you could be walking away with a bin with tits. Or this. So, unless anybody needs any of those repeating, I'll give you a couple more seconds because I think a few of you are on a lag. Well, I drink out of my official CoronaQuiz mug. Delicious. One of you's backsassing. And I don't appreciate it. So let's do the answers to round number 3, the picture round. So who's this? Well, the answer I was looking for, Diana Dawes. That's Diana Dawes. She was our equivalent of Marilyn Monroe for a bit. Marilyn Monroe. In which country were hamsters first discovered? Syria. Hamsters were first discovered in Syria, although their territory is very wide. They're widely known to have been discovered in Syria. Which state is that? Nebraska. That's Nebraska. You can tell because that's a good story. You can tell because that's Nebraska. And question 14. Joseph Gaetti is credited with inventing the modern toilet paper as we know it in which year? Remember, you can have 10 years either side of this. You can have 10 years either side. The answer is 1857. 1857. And if you have time, I suggest that you do a deep dive into the Wikipedia page on toilet paper because it is absolutely fascinating. It was also, it has been the center of a culture war forever. Forever. And the final question for this round, and in fact for the entire quiz, is take a look at this picture. What is the name of the final book in the Bible? In the Bible, what is the final book? That's Revelation, the book of Revelation. So what I want you to do is add all those scores together. Please do be strict, because this time everybody's playing for the same thing. Go, whoa, what's that? What is it? Ooh, what could it be? You're all playing for that. So please do be strict. Send your answers through in the chat via text or via Twitter. And I'll give you about a minute now. I'll give you about a minute to get your answers in. Look, you learned to love it. Okay, so we're still getting a couple of scores in. Let's tell you what, while that's going on, while people are getting their scores in, let's listen to one of the old music rounds. Did you hear that door slam? I think that's my flatmate. All right. 2 more seconds. A lot of sevens. Yes, Poppy, we can go clubbing after. All right. So I'm going to call it there. The winners are Moat Place. Again, Moat Place. So what I need you to do is I need you to let me know whether you're going to gamble or not. Are you going to stick with this? Are you going to stick with this? Or are you going to gamble? Are you going to gamble? Now, bear in mind, if you gamble and it's bad, you could end up with my old mate Busty Ben. So I need you to decide now if you're going to do that. Let me know via text, and then everyone else will have a sort of... What are you...
One did not appreciate the bit about one killing Diana.
But, I mean, it was a joke, and everybody knows it was a joke.
Listen, you little shit. If one wanted one dead, one would fucking be dead.
I'm just gonna turn the screen up. Look, nobody's recording anymore.
It's
you don't need to do it.
too late for that now.
No. Wait.